Aloha and welcome to Module 5. This module is all about multimedia. There's some pretty cool and free tools out there to help faculty in developing dynamic, interactive, and some pretty engaging online courses. We'll review some guidelines for using technological tools, as well as provide a recommendation of a basic set of technological tools you might consider using in your future online course. Here are a couple guidelines we have in considering what types of technology may or may not work for you. First off, keep things simple. If you're teaching for the first time in an online environment, I think it's best to just select a basic set of tools that are supported by Honolulu Community College. And then after you've taught for maybe 2 or 3 semesters, you've gotten a little bit more confidence and you've made some tweaks and changes to your course, then I encourage you to start exploring with new technological tools. Now, some tools that Honolulu Community College supports are, of course, Laulima, which is our learning management system. And there's a bunch of tools within that Laulima system, which include things like discussion forums, assignments, gradebooks, syllabus, and much more. Another tool that we support is Zoom, which is our synchronous online meeting system. We also support Google Drive, which includes Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, and Screencastify, which is a video and audio recording screencasting system. Next is have a choice of backups when technology fails. And yes, you heard me correctly. When, not if, technology fails. It's inevitable that technology at some point just will not work for us. So be ready to postpone or adjust a test or an assignment or even an online meetup with students when technology just isn't working. A really great example of this is an instructor who had an issue with a submission activity. So this instructor had a particular activity assigned for students, and this activity was open at a certain date and time. And students had a particular time frame in which they could submit their particular activity via Laulima. And so students logged in during that particular time frame and were trying to submit their activity. But for some reason, their activity just wasn't being submitted through Laulima. And so the class, of course, emailed their instructor to let her know that they could not submit their activity. And so the instructor allowed her students to submit their work at a later date because of a Laulima technological glitch. Now, this same scenario can happen to just about anyone teaching online. Technology can really interrupt or impact assignment submissions, email messages, blog posts, and about everything in between. And I think the main thing above all is to consider not allowing students' grades to suffer because of technological glitches. So with all of that being said, let's look at our recommendations for a basic set of technological tools. Okay, so before I actually give you that basic set of tools, I do want to give you some good news and bad news. So the good news first is that technological tools have made communicating much more effective than in the past. But the bad news is tools are sort of like plants or cars. They take a little time to figure out sometimes, and they might need some regular updating. With that being said, our basic set of technology tools are actually communication tools that support presence, interaction, and community building. These tools include Laulima Announcements, Laulima Gradebook, Laulima Syllabus, Laulima Email, Laulima Forums, collaboration tools like Zoom, audio and video tools like Screencastify, VoiceThread, or YouTube, and Google Drive. As a disclaimer, our module contains a number of different multimedia tools. However, we don't expect you to review each and every one of them. In fact, our goal for you is to learn just 2 technological tools in a little bit more detail. So that means spend some time perusing our list of technological tools. You know, our readings this week are really addressing the different strategies for using technological tools in your future online course, as well as providing you some guidance and maybe selecting different tools that might fit your unique course's needs. Our activity in this module asks you to dive deeper with just 2 technological tools to build out a component for your future online course. So whether that's building course content or an interactive activity, that's totally up to you. If you have any questions or need any added support, I'm here to assist you. Mahalo!